किसी भी राउंड में सांप आया तो 1 करोड़ इनका चला जाएगा।
We Love Fortune 27 जनवरी से रात 9 बजे सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी लिव पर।
Today is obviously Republic Day. Now, as we all know, Australian Open usually happens across this day. So we thought we'd pay tribute to the amazing Indian players that have had such a rich history at Australia. I mean, we've got to start with you, Sania, though, because, I mean, you have been an incredible figure, I guess, in Indian sporting history, but also in the history of the Australian Open. I mean, you've a 2-time champion in both the mixed doubles category and the men's doubles category. I mean, in the women's doubles category. So, I mean, you've had such an amazing, I guess, time in Australia. What was it that Australia meant to you as a player?
Look, I think that Australia, I mean, of course, winning there was extremely special, but I've had some of my most special moments in Australia. That's where my entire, life kind of changed, was after that moment in Australia in 2005, when I was a young 18-year-old girl with a wild card from the Asian playoffs, going and playing Serena in the 3rd round. And life was pretty much never the same after that for me. And everything that followed after that was, for me, Australia, yes, signifies me winning, and it signifies the fact that I won Grand Slams there. But it was also my first ever Grand Slam final, which was in 2008. I had a torn adductor, actually, when I was playing that final.
Oh,
Crazy.
Yes, and
who are you playing with?
With Mahesh Bhupati.
Okay.
And
2009, you won with Mahesh.
yes, but 2008 we made the final.
Okay.
And in 2008 we thought this is the 2009 match, and
Look at this flashback.
Oh, goodness.
the blast from the past.
Still had a forehand.
I
mean,
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, Sania's talking about it from her perspective. I'll tell you from my perspective. We grew up together, obviously, and, we were kind of waiting to see which one of us would actually go out and make it. And when Sania played in 2005 against Serena Williams, and she played a proper match. I mean, she gave herself a shot. I think everybody watching was, who's this girl? Where's she really come from? And that really paved the way for, this title. This is your first title.
It was our first title, and that's what I was going with. Like in 2008, when I had a torn adductor, we were going to pull out, and then Mahesh was like, it's fine, let's pull out, because I was barely able to walk.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, like, what if I never make another final again? What if I never, obviously, because at that point, you're like, you don't make Grand Slam finals every day. So I'm like, what if I never make that final again? And exactly 1 year later, we were in the same position with a torn ab muscle.
So 10 muscles are actually a good thing
so
for you.
that's why I was talking about it yesterday, saying I had that torn ab muscle. It was in that final, actually. But 1 out of 4 games to serve with a torn ab was fine. Obviously, you can't do it in singles. So we ended up winning that match. And obviously, Mahesh and I had... it was special for more reasons than one. One of the most important reasons was it had never been done by any Indian pair before. That was male and female. Obviously, there was Mahesh and Leander before us, but a man and a woman had never done it from our country. And it was special to be part of such an historical moment with somebody that, is like family to me.
And I mean, let's take a look at this graphic, though, because, I mean, your achievements have just been absolutely special. I mean, Som, can you talk us through what this really means to everyone back home?
This means a lot. I mean, first of all, 2005, 2008, the 3rd round performances were, they were legendary. 2016 doubles, that's the start of something very, very, very special, because they won some 40-plus matches together as a team.
41 match winning streak.
I was close. Close, and it's not that they were winning; it's that they were dominating. Yeah. It's that feeling of invincibility, feeling that you couldn't lose, feeling that. Holy crap! Like Sania and Martina, they are honestly the best team in the world, because. Yes, they complement each other, but the personalities come in. Both of them want the ball. These kind of shots over here, it's crazy. They're staying alive all the time and finding ways just to get incredible result after incredible result, going out, winning Wimbledon again. To India, this was about as massive as can be. This really was, because
And
again,
still is, too.
It's still, I mean, it's 10 years ago, by the way.
Yeah, it was exactly 10 years ago.
It's a decade ago, which is hard for me to believe. That's when I quit tennis, you know. But, you know, and you're talking about someone who I've grown up with in the 10s, the 12s, and then, you know, she's the one who made that breakthrough in 2005. She's the one who kind of showed a lot of us that, hey, you know what, if I did it and we all grew up together, maybe, you know, maybe we can do it. And that's the kind of belief that set in with all of us. We saw Sania there, and when I went, you know, I felt a little bit more familiar the first couple of times that I was, but my first time in Melbourne Park was 2009. And that's the year that Sania won it. So, you know, she'd already been there. So, I mean, for the Indian tennis fraternity, sure, it was massive. For a lot of us who were kind of finding our way on the tour, it was nice to see a familiar face. It was nice to see a friend of you, you know, doing well, have that belief that they can succeed, you know, in the world stage and in such an occasion, you know. But okay, quick question for you, Sania, because I know for a fact that you are competitive. Those 4 losses in the finals of mixed doubles. Come on, can you take us? Oh, 3 losses. Come on, take us through those.
Oh, painful. In that moment of losing a final, I mean, now
So
it's
2008.
Yeah, it was 2008, which was not as painful because I was quite young. So I was like, okay, I'll have some more chances, you know, perhaps, blah, blah, blah. 2000, and then I lost one with Ivan, and then lost one with Horia Takao in the final. And actually, you may be right. It was 4 losses and one with Rohan.
And the last one with Rohan.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Erased it off your memory.
That was the most painful one.
That
was the most painful one. Only because I knew it was going to be my last, and I wasn't going to come back to the Australian Open.
But how important was it for you to start your career in Australia, but then also finish it in Australia?
No, I think it's safe to say I loved playing in Australia because I've played like, you know, 5 finals or 6 finals there and had some good results in singles. It was actually, I think it was apt, to be very honest. It was apt for me to finish my career playing in the Grand Slams over there because that's where it all began for me as an 18-year-old. And as a 35-year-old, it was special to finish off playing on the same, you know, stadium where I could go out there, play the final, again with somebody who's one of my closest friends and like family. So I've won my first ever there with somebody who was like family, and I finished my last one in the final with somebody like, so there could not have been a better end for me in Australia. Rohan's my first ever mixed doubles partner, by the way. I was 12 when I first played with him in the Nationals. He was 18 and I was 12.
No way.
And we won. We won the Nationals.
Crazy.
Oh,
18 and 12.
13
That is a crazy stat.
He's 12 or 13, and he was 18 or 19. And we were playing again under Mr. CGK Bhupati at that time, and there was the first time Nationals in Delhi had mixed doubles.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I was like, we'll play. I mean, whatever. My parents said play, and I said, okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was
Were you
13.
nervous to play with someone a bit older than you like that?
I honestly don't remember, but like we were both so young. And then by the time here, like we have like grays in our hair, like so we basically had a whole lifetime together on the court. But he was my first ever mixed doubles partner and my last ever mixed doubles
That's
partner.
pretty cool.
Oh, that's so special.
And I'll say this, Grace, I've known for as long as we've known each other, I've not known her to be much of a weeper. But after that Aussie Open final, which she lost, there came a few tears out.
Oh,
And
that's
fair
fair enough.
And we won comms.
Absolutely.
Did you cry? You should have if you didn't.
I mean, I lost my voice. You know, there are a lot of things that happened. But, you know, all of us at the network were, first of all, super excited that we had a chance to, you know, cover it. And it was ever so close. But, you know, again, it just, you know, and let's not make Sania's head that big because, you know, there are a lot of great things that we can say about her. But, you know, in a sense, when you talk about great players of, you know, let's say you talk about Roger, let's say you talk about, you know, Rafa, you know, they're synonymous with tennis, but Indian tennis certainly synonymous with your name. I will tell you that, and that's the last nice thing.
That's the nicest
such a
you've been.
nice
But that's the
compliment.
nicest you've been to me in 30 years of knowing you.
I know. Yeah, I'm a father
Thank you,
now. I'm much
Sony,
nicer.
for doing this. He was never going to be nice to me otherwise.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, I promise you, you know, you go to a lot of people on the street and you ask them who the cricketers are and they know. Everybody knows. But with Sania, it's not Sania, it's Sania Mirza, right?
Which is weird.
Which is
when
what
you
it
say
is. Which is what it is because, you know, whoever you go to, wherever you go, Sania Mirza is a household name synonymous with tennis. And that's been a long time
Around the
coming.
world as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I even know your name and I'm all the way from Australia. It's hard not to, especially when you won the amount of times you have in Oz.
You were just about born when I played.
Don't expose me like that.
When we played juniors.
She wasn't there.
But history you never forget, right? And
Yeah, I mean, it has been an honor to represent my country at the highest level, and it has been an honor. And Australia has been extremely special for me, and it is the Australasian Slam. So we take some pride in it being our home slam,
course it is.
because that's the closest to us that it can ever get. So it has been an absolute privilege and an honor to represent my country at the highest level.
oh, we're so lucky to have you right here in studio with us.
Thank you.